And
No
this is
more
not a
anxiety.
joke. I actually suffer from anxiety in general, but
Okay.
social anxiety.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And that brings us to this.
Big deal!
It seems like the more we know and the more connected we are, the more anxious we become. And that's why we're making a big deal about anxiety.
A new report from the UK found that among young people, rates of anxiety and depression are up 70% in the past 25 years.
That means since I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston was first released, we've become 70% more anxious.
We're not saying the two are related, but who could ever find a love worthy of such a ballad?
Researchers, however, have found that trends connecting rising levels of stress and anxiety are connected to social media.
A new report coming out of the United Kingdom, which surveyed 1,500 teens, found Instagram to be the most detrimental app to their health and well-being.
And it's worse for people who use social media apps more than 2 hours a day.
I mean, consider how stressful Instagramming is.
You gotta have a ton of followers.
And you have to keep them, so you have to keep posting.
And then you gotta worry about what you're posting.
Are you catching your best angle?
Are the pictures good quality?
Are you uploading them at the right time? Will people judge your filter choices? Are you out of focus? I mean,
Don't stress out. There's good news, remember? Sure, the expectations and pressures we put on one another through social media make us anxious, but we can also support each other through exercise.
A new study done on stressed out medical students found that those who chose group exercise classes saw dramatic improvements in mental, physical, and emotional well-being compared to those who chose to exercise alone.
So remember, take social media with a grain of salt.
And if it starts to make you anxious, grab a friend and work it out. Here we go.
Let's do it.
1, 2, even breathing, here we go. Oh yeah, okay.
All right, so as you can see from the little thing we did, groups, like in group exercise, have been shown to cut down on anxiety with people, but I actually have the opposite. Like, I do get anxious around people. I know people get surprised when I say that, and maybe you have this too, but, oh, what do you mean? You seem so social.
You're on TV.
It's right. Well, but there's kind of like a barrier between us and the people back home, and I'm getting used to these lights and stuff, but when I'm around people, like, I feel a little uncomfortable. I need to become mentally prepared just to deal with groups of
How do
people.
you prepare?
I take a deep breath.
That's it, really?
No, I mean, honestly, like, this is why I talk a lot, because it's like a mask for my discomfort being around people.
Really?
So I'll find somebody. He's been to a lot. Both of you have been. Actually, all three of you have been to like parties with me. I'll find like a person who might not even seem the kind of person that I'd like to hang out with, but I'll just like chit chat with them if they can talk about things that will keep me engaged and interested, instead of me trying to like work the room and having to talk to people. That make me more nervous than I already am.
I find that I have a similar thing, but I find that my social anxiety comes with people I do know, but maybe don't want to see. You know what I mean? Like in terms of my social anxiety, if it's strangers, I could do that all day.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm a lot
Like,
easier around strangers. Yeah.
Just like back and forth, whatever. But if it's people who usually it's people I haven't seen in a while, who I don't really want to see, then it becomes like I start working myself up. Ultimately, it's fine. It ends up being okay. But I definitely feel a little bit of social anxiety too.
But
I don't think I have social anxiety, so to speak.
But do you have general anxiety?
I think I have some kind of anxiety. It happens a lot when I really like a guy.
It gives
me anxiety. No. It gives me anxiety to the point where there's times that I'm like, I don't know what to talk about, and I get anxious, and then I start biting my nails, and because it's really hard, or maybe it's weird. I don't know if it's just like hard for me to like someone really on a deep level, so that when it happens, it really makes me anxious.
You get butterflies.
That's why
But it's not butterflies. It gets me like anxious in a bad way.
Rotten butterflies.
Sí, like podridas.
But what about anxiety?
Borrachas, bien borrachas.
What about anxiety in general? Like, studies are showing that people are more anxious today than ever before, and should they be? I mean, like before 100 years ago, everyone was more anxious about surviving the day and feeding themselves. And now we have all of our basic needs taken care of, yet we're more anxious than ever.
There's so much stuff going on in the world, especially with technology, that everyone's like glued to their phones. They're waiting for a like, they're waiting for a follower, and like everyone.
Wait, let me check my likes real quick.
Exactly, all the stuff that is sort of forced upon us nowadays with the technology and resources that we have contributes to that anxiety, even though it's meaningless in the bottom.
You're so right about that, and I've noticed with my friends, like social media gives us in general, but gives them like a lot of anxiety when it comes to like, oh my God, the person I like hasn't liked my picture or something. It's like, or if you're running out of battery, that gives me anxiety. If I'm running out of battery, and I'm not glued to my phone all the time where I'm like here, but I need to know that I have battery on my phone.
Well,
It's like it gives me anxiety to know I'm running out
And
of
I
it.
feel you because
I'm the
then my
opposite.
mother, when I
I need
tell
to
her,
plug it.
Mami, se me
I'm the
está acabando la
opposite.
batería. She's like, pero debes de mantener la batería cargada. And I'm like, this comes from a woman who barely uses her phone. Like, you know, who are you to judge me for having my battery like run out? Seriously.
That gives me anxiety to
But-
know I'm gonna run out of phone. I
Now,
don't know.
with me, I notice that I pick a lot at the skin on my fingers, so
I do
this
that
is
too.
always bleeding. And my eczema, like this past year, I don't know what it is, but like, you know, you get like these itchy rashes all over your skin. I've been getting a lot of
You
that.
guys,
what
we
are
should
you
get
actually-
massages and relax.
I know. I actually got a massage last night, and I was like, every time I get a massage, unless it's like a massage that's not hard
Really?
enough, I'm like, yeah.
Who gave you that massage, baby?
Not you.
Not us.
That for sure.
No, I go to an Asian place, not those types where they give
Okay.
good massages, like a Thai
Nice.
massage, and I get upset. I get upset when it's like not a firm massage.
Okay.
And I'll start getting upset during the massage.
Oh, no.
But luckily last night was nice and firm. The point is, going back to the
She's got
anxiety.
strong hands.
I mean, yoga gives
Yeah.
me anxiety like that.
Let's talk more about your massage preferences.
I know. But going
we
back
move
to like going back, I like it kneading. I don't like it when they rub. They need to knead.
okay,
I go,
okay,
no
okay.
rub. No rub.
Oh my
knead,
God. Oh my
knead,
God.
hard.
Chafing, no chafing.
Yes.
Oh my God, what a difficult customer.
I am.
see.
No, he heard me talk to.
I hope you tipped them well.
I do.
You
actually.
should have heard Umbi
No, I do.
on the phone with a customer service agent the
Wait,
other
what
day.
happened?
It was a 30-minute ordeal. I can't get into it
You
right
got
now.
anxious just
But
listening to it.
I got very anxious, but ultimately Umberto came out on top. So
Well, no, it was one of these things where like it was telling me that I overpaid on my car loan. So I'm like, before I send money in, I want to make sure maybe I did overpay or so like a forgiveness with or something. But the customer service agent didn't have an answer. They were just telling me that no, I was wrong. I'm like, I know what I'm looking at.
You're
Can you
already
explain
getting
it?
anxious talking
I'm
about
so
it. I see it.
anxious.
I am starting to
I'm,
feel
like,
anxiety.
I'm reliving the experience now.
Just to wrap it up, though,
Uh-huh.
are we more anxious and worried than ever? I mean, our parents and our grandparents.
Yes,
we are.
We are.
I think so. I think so because
I'm generally anxious. Generally.
yeah, and then you add to that the fact that like we have all these tools that help us connect to everything at the speed of light, and then you feel this pressure to always be on, to always be communicative, and yeah.
But I'm not anxious about the world anymore. The world's always gonna go to hell in a handbasket.
That's why-
I'm anxious about my life.
That's why so many
Whoa.
people smoke weed to chill.
Yes.
That's why I smoke weed.